everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of Barely Necessities. It's September 10th, 2024. I'm Rebecca Mosley, the co-founder of Laughing Place, and with me each and every week is our site manager, Rebecca Burbank. How has your week been, Rebecca?
Pretty good. The weather's starting to cool down a little bit, so we had a nice weekend, and it's cool in the mornings and warm in the middle of the day. I kind of love it. How about you?
It's been warm here, not as hot as Southern California, but it's been plenty warm up here in Northern California. But football's back, so I'm happy about that. I actually came in second in our little confidence picks pool, so I'm pretty pleased with the results this week, and my favorite teams won this week. So all in all, it's good. But as you discuss the seasons changing, I feel like that's a nice way to kind of dovetail into our first item of the day, because it's Stitch Attack snacks.
Yes, we're coming to the end of the collection. Got a couple more to go, but this month it's all about candy apples, as we know you can get at the Disney parks. But yeah, Stitch and Angel are enjoying the treat, and then there's also there's a pin set. The two of them are plush, available as plush. And yeah, I've never done the Disney candy apples. How about you?
Okay, see, so that I was gonna ask you, are you, when it comes to sticky sweets at Disney parks, are you gonna go with the candy, the caramel apple? It's a lovely apple. They shove that stick in it so you can eat it, and then they dip it in all kinds of like chocolate, caramel, sometimes a little candy crunch on the outside. So I was gonna ask, that sticky treat or the lollipop? Which one is more Rebecca's taste?
So I like crunch, and both crunch, but I think it's more enjoyable to eat something like an apple with all of the gooey stuff on it than like biting into something like a lollipop. But what about you?
I can remember with caramel apples, I can remember being that person who, once the caramel was gone, I would just throw away the apple. I didn't care anymore.
Well, it feels like, okay, I love chocolate and I like the sprinkles. I will do the peanuts. I will do like the candy toppings. I'm good with all of that stuff. But then like, I feel like the natural sweetness of the apple competes with too much of the the good sugary stuff.
I gotcha. Oh, okay. So
it's just kind of like, yeah.
So it's about what type of apple we're using as the base, because sometimes they'll take one of those really tart, Granny Smith, and then they'll dip it in the caramel. And then without that caramel, you're just left with that Granny Smith tart little apple there.
Right.
So like Doobie said, there are people that eat the apple after the caramel's gone. Yes, Doobie. They do it. They do exist. Hey, for those of you who are watching later, let us know in the comments, when you're at Disney parks, A or B, not just take price out of it, just your personal enjoyment factor. Are you a lollipop or are you a candy apple? I'm curious which one would win out among our watchers. Next up, Becca, we're going to move into the world of Bluey. Is this on in the Burbank home?
Not for a while, but yes, every so often we watch Bluey and have so much fun with this show. It makes us laugh, like more so than I think it should. Like we're adults, we don't have kids. We have a niece, and we have two nephews, but like I don't know, the family dynamics of the Healer family are just so fantastic. So it's fun.
There's a lot of items now, I guess, from the team over at BoxLunch.
Yes.
This is so
yes. Cool. Yeah, you gotta love a fuzzy backpack, right? And with Bluey on it, it's just perfect.
nice and cuddly, even though it's a backpack. I mean, come on, part backpack, part emotional support item. So
right.
I was thinking that our CEO over here at Laughing Place, Ben, he is the cap wearer and the dog lover. And so I am envisioning this upon his head at some point. Bluey and family dancing away. I'm guessing the Bluey family dancing, the Healer family dancing is like a thing on the show, because I noticed a lot of the merch has them dancing.
Well, they dance in the theme song, in the opening theme song. They say everybody's name, and then Bluey is the last one. And it's also kind of a play on one of these little, like, I forget what the game is, but like you're supposed to freeze when the music stops, and the first person to move like lose it. So it's kind of a couple different things in one. So yes.
Okay, so BoxLunch now has a lot of Bluey merchandise available, even auto decals. So if you are a Bluey fan, be sure to check out the article we have, or stop by your local BoxLunch retailer. I will say, in looking at Amazon today and kind of browsing, I noticed that among the top 25 toys, quite a few of them were Bluey related. So clearly popular as we roll into that gift buying season. Maybe keep that in mind. I know some people like to give away little trinkets instead of candy. Halloween, I also know with Thanksgiving gatherings and Christmas gatherings, there's presents exchanged. So if you got littles, I suspect Bluey isn't a bad way to go.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Moving back to the Disney store, and this time of year, wow, it's green and red already.
I know. And there's even more coming. This is just the first arrivals. We have some matching family pajamas, which are super, super cute. There's also a holiday train, and then there's some ornaments. But yes, look at that. I love that. I love that there's, I don't know. This is a really good holiday collection this year. I'm very excited for the 2024 season.
One of the things that caught my eye with the train is that they've swapped out the crossing lights to be red and green, not just blinking red, which I thought was kind of a nice little holiday nod. And then the train itself offers the tune Deck the Halls. So if you were looking at a train for your tree this year, that would be one of the options out there. But lots of gold and red and green. Sometimes they bounce between, whether it's blue or, various colors for their holiday collection. So this year, I like this with Mickey in the little house coat. It feels very like classic Dickens.
Yes, I agree. Which every once in a while, it's good to bring that back, right? Because sometimes we have like modern Mickey, and then this is like, no, this is like classic Mickey.
I want this house coat and those pajama pants. I'm not gonna lie. I really am fond of those silky plaid pajama pants with the gold and the green and the red and the blue woven. Yeah, okay.
I agree.
When I saw this, I was like, that's a look I would go for. And also with this article, we've highlighted some Advent calendar dynamics from Lego. You can build little tiny holiday themed princess.
I know, and who wouldn't want to do that, right?
Whether you've got Elsa on a sled or Tiana with a nice little package. The one that really caught my eye in this bundle, Becca, is how they've brought to life Ariel's grotto with the statue with the little head here of Eric. It's like a little tiny Lego representation of her statue of Eric in the grotto, and it made me giggle. So
I think it's so good.
Highlight that to everybody. We've also got the usual collection of mini sculpts from Lego with various vessels and holiday garb from the in the classic minifigs. I'm fond of Leia's sweater. How about you?
Yes. Oh, for sure. I have to agree with you on that.
That's the winner here. The Hoth sweater, ugly Christmas sweater from Leia among the minifigs. And we've also got some Marvel as well.
Yeah, I love that we have Gwen there with her drum kit. And then you've got, of course, Green Goblin kind of fits with, the season. He's not quite Grinch-like, but almost.
Keeping with the winter festivities, Loungefly has given us an exclusive look at an upcoming collection. I'm going to let you talk about this one, Becca.
Yeah, this came across our desk last week, and these are not available yet, but they are coming soon, and they're up on the Loungefly website, so you can be notified when they do go on sale. There's this classic Mickey and Friends kind of Sensational Six here, having fun, almost like a snow day. It's a winter wonderland, and they've got, like, you can see there, really pretty iridescent like background. They used the words frosted and iridescent details, and I'm like, that's so much speaking to me. I really like the use of color here with the bright blues, whites, and purples. But yeah, our classic Disney friends are having fun in the snow. You can see we've gone through some of the different items there that are going to be available, including one of these hoodies, the Stitch Shop hoodies, with the pom-poms there on the, I guess the not quite, the pulls on the hood, and it's got the faux fur as well.
Another kind of key element of the collection is this set, Becca.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so it's a mini backpack, and it comes with ears. It's $100, and then the bow on the ears is actually removable, so you can, or detachable, so you can wear it almost like Mickey, or you can wear it as Minnie. And then, as you can see in the photo there's a spot to hold your ears within the bag, so there's like little straps on there so that you can transport them together.
Yeah, so sweet way to present your ears. And a nice little iridescent bow there that's removable. So, and
yes,
if you love the character representations, they're going to do a mystery pin release of the six. So cute. Each image is so adorable. So
yes, and I think there's also a goofy glitter chase pin. Ooh. They said it's a 1 in 12 chance of finding that. So,
okay. Okay, get ready. It's time for a very abrupt and whiplash-like change of festival as we move to Howl-O-Scream.
Yes.
Time for
so
back to the orange and the black and the green.
Right? I know. Yeah, I didn't have the most fluid outline this week, but that's part of the fun.
That's the reality of what we're dealing with right now as theme park goers. It is 100 and something degrees in Southern California with Oogie Boogie in the evening and Christmas right around the corner.
Mm-hmm. I know. And we haven't even gotten to Halloween officially on the calendar yet. So it's just like you're saying, it's going to be an abrupt shift. My favorite is always the memes that they have, or the pictures they have. They're like Disney on October 31st, and it's like Halloween. And then like on November 1st, and it's Christmas or whatever winter holiday.
So. It is truly it's like a modern representation of Cinderella's coach transforming at midnight, right? That yes. Pumpkin quickly changes into a Christmas tree. Just boom, there it goes.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
So Tony Betty was over at SeaWorld for their Howl-O-Scream, and he has a delightful take on the merchandise. Over there, if you wear this little critter around your neck, nice and brightly colored, it lets them know that you're not interested in the scare part. So give you space. So nice feature over there. But then they've got a variety of items to celebrate. So you can take home the Howl-O-Scream vibe of SeaWorld. It's more traditional over there, I feel.
Yeah, which I think is nice. A lot of the parks, or like the Disney parks and then the Universal parks, kind of have they're definitely focusing on their own IP, and you don't get so much of that with SeaWorld. So like you're saying, it's a little bit more of that traditional, just like, or, like your regular Halloween fair.
Skull and spooky stuff. When in fact, Tony's takeaway, his favorite items of the event is not even branded for SeaWorld. It's just this tie-dyed
So good.
That's funny.
It's so good because it fits so many moods, and like you can wear it all year long, like because it's tie-dye. I mean, it's perfect for Halloween, but I don't know. I like this too.
Yeah, no, this was Tony's takeaway. By the way, it does have the SeaWorld logo in it. So if you're somebody who's like, well, but I want it to be a souvenir of my trip, the SeaWorld logo is right there in the shirt. But to anybody else, they won't know where you picked it up, so you can enjoy it. But I love
like that it's the thumbs
yeah.
down.
Yeah, so many different levels of fun.
Yes.
Over there. See, Gio likes it. There you go.
Yep, I agree. It is perfect.
Yep. Within the world of Lego, there's a fan-based initiative out there, a Lego ideas submission we want to make sure you know about.
Yes, and this has actually been like picked up. This is going to be in the pipeline. This is in the pipeline. This is something that will be coming. But yeah, this was a fan created idea. I believe the person who came up with it, his name is, or their username is Toby1Kenobi, and then of course a couple of numbers on the end too, because you can't have a. And that's not a criticism, but you can't have like a very simple name. You can't you got to distinguish yourself a little differently. But yeah, this is super, super cute. I love this. I think this might, when it becomes available, has a very good chance of making its way to the Burbank home. What do you think about
it? It is adorable. I envision numerous members of the LP team wanting this kit when a final product design and whatnot is announced. But yeah, I'm just impressed with the reality of a ball like that made out of Lego.
Yeah, I think Lego, it's so cool looking at the various ways that things that we love are realized even within the limitations to some extent of what the shapes of the pieces are, right? Like, yeah, you have to have these like little almost like caps all connected together to make a ball, because you're not going to have a completely round Lego piece, right? I'm
No. You're explaining well the reality of square pieces coming together, square and flat pieces coming together to make rounded objects. But this week on socials, it's been all over the place. So if you're a Disney Parks fan, if you're watching this channel, chances are you've already seen it. I don't know if you've seen it yet, Becca, but it was an elaborate recreation of the Pirates of the Caribbean with Legos, including its 2 stories in development. So you can see the boats go and then go down a drop, and then underneath you see it with the pirate lair. And
that is awesome.
It is so creative. Oh man, Doobie, I don't know if Doobie's watching. Doobie, if you're watching, I know I sent you that link. So if you can give it to me, I'll share it with people here. If you want to put it in the chat, we can share it here. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's out there. I think Eddie Sato, the Imagineer, is the one who I saw share it on Twitter. That's where I stumbled on it. But let's see, moving back into the world of I guess we're speaking about build your own with Lego. So we're going to stick there. But in this case, it's design your own headbands.
Yes, and we have talked about these a couple times because they've been available at Disneyland and Walt Disney World, but this is the display that is over there at Hollywood Studios in Walt Disney World. And so just a couple photos so you can see an idea of what it looks like in person and what it looks like in the store. But yeah, I like this concept. I could see myself getting carried away and wanting to purchase way too many of the little plush pals here. But I think it's really fun, especially if you're not sure what ears you want and you want to create your own, you want to design something on your own. Maybe you like Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas, but you don't care about the other characters. And then you really like Luxo, you can put together something completely unique to you. And I think that's awesome.
You can form your own trio or your own duos. And then they do pop in and out as far as even popularity. Like I know some of the characters have been more challenging to get your hands on to decorate your headband than others. And I suspect over time we'll see unique representations too, right? I imagine we will see the holiday versions or whatnot make their way,
if not,
depending on the popularity, right?
Well, and if not here, I'm sure somebody on Etsy is going to be working on some version to go with the Disney headbands.
For sure. The team over at Sideshow is bringing an amazing sculpt of Hulk to life. Oh man, this thing is gorgeous, and it ain't tiny. Look at that.
I know. I was really, really surprised. Like, my goodness. That's more than I have space for in my home, but
That is a statement. It is a statement. But it's beautiful. It's available for a pre-order. As I understand, Becca, am I getting the deets right on that? It's a pre-order item. I think in some format, at least. They not only have this version, but then they also have a few other like Red Hulk and another representation available over there at Sideshow. Wanted to make sure you were aware of it, but look at this musculature on that. I mean,
I know. It's super, super detailed.
Does he have like a 24 pack, a 36 pack?
I know, right? Well, and this looks so accurate to what you see in the comics too, because this is how the character is drawn or has been drawn in various comic storylines.
Yeah. So
they're calling this the Gamma Smash, the Hulk Gamma Smash.
So if you're looking for a Hulk statement piece, this feels like a piece that I would like design my room around. Like if I found this and I was a big Hulk fan, that this would be like the centerpiece, and then everything else I selected for the room would be in support of this. Of this, my color scheme, my everything else. But yeah, no, that's impressive. From the team at Roosevelt's, our friends over there who provide so many good looks for the team. Why LPers look so smartly
so amazing.
They're going Halloween.
Yes, they've done a couple Halloween drops this year, and now they've got one theme to Star Wars. This is covering their breakfast balls collection there with their all-day polo, and fittingly, it's that high ground, right?
Yes.
Oh, goodness. And then, yep, we've also got a Kunu Flex, their classic Kunu Flex button-down shirt as well, with Darth Vader.
I like how the orange background has made the stormtrooper helmets here almost look kind of like little pumpkins, little jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. Kind of done a fun little refiguring of the eyes there to kind of support that with the stormtroopers. I'm guessing these are Jawas, but is it Vader?
Or on which one? The
black one.
Yes. Yes,
okay.
We've got Vader on there.
Gotcha.
And some of the other helmets, it looks like Boba Fett is on there as well. And what's fun about that one that looks like a bandana is they actually have a bandana for dogs. So that's something new they're getting into now, is the some of the pet apparel too. Well, with bandanas. Bandanas. I'm waiting for them to have a shirt, because Rigby is absolutely going to need one.
They've even got Star Wars snack treats as a pattern for some of their button downs. So if you need some spooky Star Wars, the team at Roosevelt's have you covered. Even a melty Star Wars logo dad cap over there. So be sure to check out our write-up of the various items. And if you are a golf enthusiast, scroll all the way to the bottom and take a peek. They have some golf covers, whether it's Anakin or Obi-Wan, available for you.
Yes. And they come in driver and fairway, which I believe are different types of golf clubs. I should know this, but I don't know as much. So yes, depending on what size golf club you're using, you can there's a cover for that.
Ta-da! And with that, we are now at today's Sensational Seven. And this week, believe it or not, it is the second Tuesday of September, which means it's National Ants on a Log Day. And it being National Ants on a Log Day, I went with a list loosely inspired by Disney insects.
Nice.
As always, sleepy, happy, grumpy, dopey, sneezy, bashful, and Doc overriding concepts. Where I'm going to start with Sleepy. Need something to cuddle up with as you get ready for your nap. The character I think of when I think of butterflies is not Heimlich, believe it or not. It is Bambi. Because Bambi is a butterfly. So this beautiful blanket, it's reminiscent of the Little Golden Book artwork. It's from the team over at, it's available at Hot Topic. Yeah, it's nice and cushy, nice throw blanket to keep you cozy as you take your nap on the sofa. For Happy, I went with something basic, simple, just a toy. It's a play set, collectible end. So you're looking at $35, $36 from Mattel. Flick, adventure creator, inventor Flick.
Yes.
He's so cute.
I love that. I love that movie. So that was one that I remember seeing in theaters. It was a big deal.
For Grumpy, I went with a Great Stone Dragon. And how did I tie this into insects? Cricky's on there. The lucky cricket. He's right there on the sword. So he's sitting over there. I tried to think of various Disney critters. So made my way. For Dopey, don't want to mix up your foods, like to keep your food straight in your lunchbox, don't want to be messy. It's a nice little stackable snack container. Once again, we're leaning on Mulan and Cricky there. So it's like I say, 3 little containers. Keep your food separate. You got that available over there at Amazon. It's cute. By the way, they have lots of princess ones here. They have Cinderella, Ariel, Tiana. So if you were looking for a fun way to pack your food, check them out. For Sneezy, I like to keep you warm, and in this case, it is a Lion King cardigan because, as you may recall, slippy yet satisfying, right? Isn't that what they say?
Oh, slimy.
Slimy, but satisfying for Hakuna Matata. So you got a nice little Hakuna Matata cardigan. This is big on the back of your cardigan. So it's nice and big. Got some beautiful grubs and insects back there, along with a little Simba on your pocket. If you're bashful and don't want to overtly declare your love of all things Disney bugs, consider this Roosevelt's button-up. It's their seersucker variety, and it's got some flick on it. You can see the detail right there. Not terribly noticeable, right? Kind of on its face. But get a little closer and you realize, hey, that's a Disney character. It's a little more subtle. And finally, I'm going with Doc, basic. And in this case, Tough to Be a Bug t-shirt. We all know Tough to Be a Bug is not going to be around for a much longer. I think it's still there, but we know it's going away. If you are a fan of that attraction, believe it or not, they do offer it as a merch on demand over there at Amazon official merch. So wanted to share that with all of you. So there's my, ant-inspired Sensational Seven, Becca.
No, that's so fun. I love how you always come up with like this creative through line for not only for the characters of the Seven Dwarfs, but then you have a theme, and it always turns out so well.
Oh, thank you. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it, and it's amazing. Sometimes it is funny how it comes together, to be frank, because sometimes I'm sitting there and I'm just like, oh, I have nothing, and then I find one thing. And then it just leads to, it's like a little domino of all, okay. And then I'm over here and then I'm over there. And so, yeah, lots of fun. And I enjoy putting it together for y'all every week. And now we get to hear all about all the things on Laughing Place that we didn't talk about.
That's right. Or, maybe stuff that we will be writing about, like the new Disney Store arrivals. There's a lot happening over there. As we said, there's more holiday stuff on the way, so we'll be bringing that to you. But then there's also some artwork. There's some pins. A lot of fun stuff over at Disney Store. I missed this last week, but our very own Alex went and covered the Princess Merchandise Showcase with as part of the World Princess Week. But he has some videos in there and some really, really cool stuff. But there's a lot of merchandise. And even though World Princess Week is over, as we're coming into the holidays, as we're coming into the gift giving season, or, everybody's having a birthday every single day or an unbirthday, there's a lot of princess inspired toys and dolls and things for the home. And he just covers almost everything that is brand new or coming soon over from various retailers. So a lot to check out. We had Stitch today, who was attacking snacks with the candy apples, and there was the Disney Eats snacks. Not so much a full collection, but we do have a really cute candy apple Loungefly mini backpack. So we do have an article about that up on Laughing Plays. We've also are spotlighting some of our new and favorite Loungefly finds. So we have an ongoing article that we update quite frequently. So there's some new stuff to check out there. The Mickey and Minnie, like the little glow pumpkins or the small jack-o'-lanterns, those are available at Disney's store, and we have an article about that. I wanted to talk about Halloween stuff. We've got the Oogie Boogie exclusive merchandise that over at Disneyland that are or I should say Disney California Adventure. So we've got photos of what all is available there. Last week there was the Three Caballeros, Dooney and Burke collection at Disney Store. So if that's one of your favorite grouping of characters, that's a fun couple of items to pick up there. Today Mike wrote about the upcoming Hasbro PulseCon and a preview of some of the new figures that will be available through that. And then because we talked about Halloween Horror Nights last week over at the Florida Universal, well, there's merchandise over at the Hollywood Universal Studios as well. And then Howl-O-Scream, we talked about that today, but there's also some stuff over at Tampa. So lots of stuff to check out from all over the world, or all over the nation, I should say.
Very cool. Okay, so be sure to check that out. Becca always has a great collection below. She does a wonderful job of gathering up all these headlines for you, so that you'll be able to find them there. As always, we invite you to follow Laughing Place on socials, whether it's Instagram or Twitter. Around here, we're here all often. We were here yesterday talking about Disney parks. My husband and our son will be here this evening hosting a live head-to-head Disney trivia contest. So stop by. As Gio points out here, are you ready for some football? I'm guessing there's going to be a little bit of sports fun tonight. It'll be Disney questions, but with a weird football overlay, I'm sure, knowing Doobie. Sonia's stopping by to say her family went to see Beetlejuice 2 last night and loved it. I'm so glad. A lot of my friends went to see it last week, and they had a wonderful time. I keep hearing really nice things from it. Is it something that's on your movie-going list, Becca?
Not on the movie-going list. I actually have never even seen the original. I know. Shocking.
No, me either. No, I'm totally out on this bit of nostalgia all around me. I'm like, yeah, no, sorry. Not a franchise I'm familiar with, so...
I think they had most of the original cast, or some of the original cast is back, and then Jenna Ortega is in it, and we love her. So it looks good. Just probably not something that I will be seeing while it's in theaters.
Yeah, Gio, I will put that link in the write-up down below so people will be able to check it out. I appreciate you sending that over, because it is quite impressive if you haven't seen that Pirates of the Caribbean Lego display. Let's see, Becca, I guess that's it for us this week. Thanks everybody for stopping by, and we will see you next time.